Despite his royal lineage, Philip was often viewed as a controversial choice for the husband of Queen Elizabeth II. Prince Philip, who passed away on April 9, 2021, at the age of 99, married the future Queen in 1947 and supported her for over 70 years, as she became the longest-serving monarch in British history. As the Duke of Edinburgh, Earl of Merioneth, and Baron Greenwich, among other titles, Philip was one of the most active members of the royal family until he retired from official duties in 2017. Following his retirement, he underwent hip surgery and was involved in a car accident where his vehicle collided with another car and overturned. However, he reportedly sustained no injuries. The enduring love story of the British monarchy began shortly before the Second World War when 18-year-old Prince Philip of Greece met his third cousin, Princess Elizabeth, during her family's visit to the Britannia Royal Naval College at Dartmouth, where he was studying. At just 13 years old, Lilibet, as she was affectionately known, was instantly taken with her tall and handsome cousin. Elizabeth's longtime nanny, Marion Crawford, later recounted that she never took her eyes off him, although Philip did not seem to notice her at that time. Born in 1921 on the Greek island of Corfu, Philip's royal heritage was impressive. His father was Prince Andrew of Greece and Denmark, his paternal grandmother was a Romanov, and his mother was Alice of Battenberg, a great-granddaughter of Queen Victoria. However, he faced a challenging childhood. Political unrest in Greece forced his family into exile in France when he was still an infant, leading to a life of relative poverty compared to other royals. His parents eventually separated. His mother entered a sanatorium and later joined a religious order while his father spent much time gambling in the south of France. From the age of 10 onwards, Philip spent most of his youth at various boarding schools and with relatives. He lived in Germany for a period but returned to England in 1934 to attend Gordonstoun School, founded by Kurt Hahn, an intellectual who had fled Germany to escape Nazi persecution. Under Hahn's guidance, Philip thrived at Gordonstoun and insisted on sending his eldest son, Prince Charles, there despite Charles's dislike for it. In 1937, when Philip was just 16, tragedy struck as his sister Cecile, her husband, and their children died in a plane crash. Philip traveled to Germany to participate in their funeral procession alongside mourners dressed in Nazi uniforms. After finishing school, Philip joined the Royal Navy. Following that initial encounter with young Princess Elizabeth, their bond deepened during World War II while Philip served with the Royal Navy in both the Mediterranean and Pacific theaters. He received military honors for his service on HMS Valiant during the British victory over the Italian Navy at the Battle of Cape Matapan in 1941 and emerged from the war as one of the youngest lieutenants in the Royal Navy. In 1946, Philip proposed to Elizabeth at the royal family's estate in Balmoral, Scotland. Despite his noble lineage and impressive military record, his foreign background, particularly his sister's marriages to prominent members of the Nazi Party, rendered him an outsider within royal circles and made him a contentious choice for the heir to the British throne. The couple married on November 14, 1947, at Westminster Abbey, shortly after which King George VI bestowed upon Philip the title of Duke of Edinburgh. Upon becoming a British citizen, Philip relinquished his title of Prince of Greece and adopted his mother's family surname, Mountbatten, the anglicised version of Battenberg. In the early years of their marriage, Philip and Elizabeth welcomed 2 children, Charles and Anne, and established residences at Clarence House in London and on the Mediterranean island of Malta, where Philip continued his service in the Royal Navy. In 1950, he was given command of HMS Magpie. However, following the diagnosis of Elizabeth's father with lung cancer, the couple was recalled so that she could assume more royal responsibilities. In early 1952, while traveling in Kenya, then a British colony, they received news of King George VI's death at the age of 56. At just 25 years old, Elizabeth was now set to become queen, a role she had not anticipated taking on for many more years. For Philip, this meant making significant compromises. Although he wished for his wife to adopt his surname, Mountbatten, this idea was rejected by Elizabeth's mother and grandmother, Queens Elizabeth and Mary, with support from Prime Minister Winston Churchill. The young family also relocated from Clarence House to Buckingham Palace at Churchill's insistence. The couple would later have 2 more sons, Andrew and Edward, in the 1960s. Most painfully for Philip was the necessity to abandon his naval career. "It was not my ambition to be president of the Mint Advisory Committee. I didn't want to be president of WWF, World Wildlife Fund," he told The Independent in 1992. "I'd much rather have stayed in the Navy, frankly." However, his challenging upbringing instilled in him a strong sense of familial duty that would serve him well as a royal consort. In June 1953, during a televised ceremony at Westminster Abbey when Elizabeth was crowned Queen Elizabeth II, Philip knelt before her and solemnly vowed to be her liege man of life and limb. In accordance with British royal tradition, the husband of a queen does not become king. Instead, he is known as a prince consort. However, in 1957, a decade after their marriage, Queen Elizabeth elevated Philip to the status of an official prince of the United Kingdom, restoring the title he had relinquished prior to their wedding. For over 50 years, Prince Philip supported his wife in her royal duties while also undertaking a demanding schedule of his own, reportedly averaging around 350 official engagements each year. He managed the Queen's estates, which included Sandringham, Windsor Castle, and Balmoral. Throughout the years, there were rumours linking Prince Philip to various women, such as actress Pat Kirkwood, author Daphne du Maurier, and his childhood friend, cabaret star Helene Cordet. However, these claims were consistently denied, and no evidence of any affairs ever emerged. Philip was perhaps best known for his conservative views and straightforward manner. The press once dubbed him a national treasure, although his frankness sometimes led to laughter or discomfort due to his more controversial and casually racist remarks. In 2017, Prince Philip retired from public duties after maintaining one of the busiest schedules among the royals. At that time, a statement revealed that the 96-year-old was patron, president, or a member of over 780 organizations, with which he would remain associated even though he would no longer attend engagements actively. That November marked the couple's 70th wedding anniversary. In early 2019, news emerged that Prince Philip had been involved in a car accident near the royal estate at Sandringham when his Land Rover collided with another vehicle and overturned. 2 women in the other car were treated for minor injuries but released from hospital. Despite his shattered windshield, the Duke was reportedly unharmed and was seen driving again a few days later without wearing a seatbelt. In February 2021, Philip was admitted to King Edward VII Hospital in London as a precautionary measure after feeling unwell, according to Buckingham Palace. He returned home to Windsor Castle in March. On April 9, 2021, the royal family announced that His Royal Highness passed away peacefully this morning at Windsor Castle. As we conclude our tribute to Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh, we invite you to share your thoughts. What do you remember most about his remarkable life and service? Let us know in the comments below. Your perspective matters to us. If you enjoyed this deep dive into royal history, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update from our channel. We have plenty more captivating stories coming your way, including our next video where we explore the legacy of Queen Elizabeth II and her reign. Click here to watch that next video. Thank you for joining us today, and we appreciate your support as we continue to uncover the fascinating tales of the royal family. Until next time, keep exploring history with us.